My name is Joep Schuurkes and I'm from the Netherlands.
I hear that you have a background in philosophy. So what's your testing philosophy?
Oh, that's a tricky one. My testing philosophy. Well, I consider myself to be a context-driven tester, so that's a good start. Only then you come to the 7 principles of context-driven testing, and I find those difficult to get into. It took myself a few years to really understand what they were about. And another major influence on what I'm doing now is more the agile way of thinking and making software development a more humane place to work.
Cool. So what are your key takeaways so far from Nordic Testing Days?
Don't press the button is a big one. Related to that, everything old is new again. You see that everywhere, that some stuff doesn't change. In this case it was malware via macros in Office software, but most things don't change. And I had an interesting discussion about doing major changes in how a team works, and if it's okay to make a big change and then have quite some discomfort and perhaps even shock, and if that's the right way to go, or if you should do it step by step. And the other person said, no, just go for the shock approach and then work from there. So it's good to know that's not definitely a bad thing to do.
Right. So you were also sharing some lessons yesterday here. So can you summarize to us in a nutshell what were the lessons that you were sharing in your talk?
Well, one meta lesson I was sharing is that it's okay if you ignore the lessons I'm sharing and you walk out with hope, which is a quote I stole from someone else, but I think it's a very good quote that, I shared some experience with test automation and I wrapped it in a few lessons, but if you get different lessons from it or learn different things from it, it's fine as well, and I'd rather inspire and motivate people than having them leave with, okay, I have to do these 3 things when I get home and they'll work because Joep said so at a conference, because that's not what happens in real life.
So will you be walking away from Nordic Testing Days with some hope?
I thought these were going to be easy questions. Well, yes, because I have a feeling that there's bigger diversity in the people here than what I've seen at previous conferences, which probably just says something about my previous choosing conferences. But I like the energy here and enthusiasm and people thinking about testing and trying to find their own way, and that's great.